Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I was kind of rushing it a little bit, so some of my stuff wasn't set up. Let me make sure that everything looks good before I continue. Welcome to another live stream. Today we're going to be talking about cloud services with bad internet, and there's a couple things that I wanted to show you guys. First, I'm going to try live. Hold on one second. Okay. First, we're gonna see if we can kind of test the internet. I'm sorry, the cloud services live, meaning that we're gonna try to play games directly from the different cloud services. Now, the reason that might not work is that it's 9 p.m. and usually everybody's going to sleep, so the internet starts getting better throughout the night. But this week, especially, has been kind of rough with the internet. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it's been, even YouTube and other things that I try to do online have been kind of buffering a lot. So I'm not sure if there's something going on with my internet service provider, or it's something with my system, my setup. The way I have my internet set up is I have the night, what is that? The Nighthawk Nest system. So there's three different. There's a main modem. I think it's a modem, a router. It's a main router, and then there's two uh, little I think they call them edges nodes, the two nodes that are in each of the two rooms. Now this desktop that I'm working with is uh, it's connected through Ethernet to one of the nodes, but the node is connected through Wi-Fi or whatever they use. I'm thinking it's probably like 2.45 or 5G radio signal, but so I'm not super sure how that system is set up, but I am between this node and the main router using Wi-Fi, which kind of feels like it defeats the whole purpose of the Cat 5. So I'm going to do these tests right now as the system is set up, and then later on, if the problem continues to happen, and I keep getting very bad latency, then I'm probably going to hardwire it straight to the router, or figure something out so that I'm connected straight to the internet from beginning to end. So there's no Wi-Fi, there's no air signal at all. So we're gonna try that live. If it doesn't work out, so that means if the internet is too good to show you guys how bad it looks with bad internet, which I think I probably lost everybody right now. But if the internet is too good, which we're gonna test right now, then I did record some gameplay with bad internet on my desktop and also on my phone, because there's this place that I go every other day where my daughters have swim class, and it's like in between a couple of hills here in Hawaii, and so the signal there, the 5G signal there, is terrible, very, very, very bad. So then I've been able to test bad internet there and see how each service handles a bad signal, large latency, all those things. Okay, so hopefully I'm making sense. If I lost you guys, go ahead and let me know. Give me some questions or comments on chat, or if you're watching this later on, go ahead and ask me some questions on the comment section below. And so let's go ahead and get started. So first, what we got to do is we got to test the internet. And I've been kind of testing it throughout the day, and it's been getting better and better, which it does. And so let me switch screens real quick so we kind of see what we're looking at. Let me get rid of this chat box for now. I don't think we're gonna be okay. So we're gonna go ahead and test the internet. So speed test right there. We're using Google, so I'm gonna do two different tests. Okay, so first we'll do what my local ISP is going to, because right now, as you can see, it says SurfPack Inc. Honolulu, Hawaii server. So we're going to try that server first. which is really not going to tell us much because when I connect to a gaming servers, they're all the way in the mainland, 2,000 plus miles away. And so even if the internet shows that it's, adequate, the ping is what's going to let us know whether we can handle it or not. Okay, so you guys can see that probably. Let's bring it up a little bit. So right now, uh, my internet subscription package, whatever you call it, it's 200 down and 10 up. So as you can see right there, that's pretty close. I know all those commercials, so it's pretty close. 231 megabits down, 8.23 megabits up. It should be 10, but ping is in milliseconds. I don't know what this idle latency is 18. Download latency is 251. 251. Okay, so it's actually high. Upload latency 790. Hey, how's it going? I know it's a friend zone, right? Am I the only one who is here in the stream? It says 2 people, so somebody might probably just lurking, just hanging out. Okay, so this is, I don't know why these pings are so high, but that's supposed to be in the Honolulu server. But I just did this so I can show you what my max potential speeds are. And so let's see what Google gives us. So I'm assuming that Google's, actually, I'm not assuming, I know that it goes straight to the San Francisco server, which is close to where the servers that I play Stadia are. And so let's see what that gives us. I know this is like the boring part, but I just kind of want to highlight how each of the services reacts to high latency and I guess bad internet in general. So right now the internet is not crazy. The upload speed is a little bit slow, but it doesn't really matter because most of it is download speeds. It says 60 milliseconds, so that's, for the most part, that's the best that it gets from me. Remember, it's really far away, so just by the pure distance and the speed of light, I should be getting like 27 milliseconds, something like that. And then you consider the fact that it's going from a fiber cable under the ocean to probably the ISP, and it goes through coaxial from the ISP to my house, and then from my modem to my router, from my router to Wi-Fi through my little node, and then from my node to my PC. So it almost doubles what this what the ping should be, what the latency should be, just with all those processes right there. So now, what does that mean when we play the video games? Okay, so we're gonna try Stadia first, just so I can show you guys. I was playing earlier and I kept getting like really pixelated gameplay, and then eventually it got so bad it hit like 150. I think I even saw like 190 something, almost 200 milliseconds, and that's when I started getting kicked out. So with Stadia, it's gonna kick you out. So it'll first start dropping the resolution. So I was getting 720p, and then it will get really pixelated, and then it'll kick you out. So that's what Stadia does. I can tell you that because it happened today. I'm gonna play Apex on GeForce Now. Oh, nice. I'm gonna try GeForce Now after that, but I think I'm gonna use Fortnite because I'm also gonna test Xbox Cloud Gaming, and then they have Fortnite for free. So as you can see right now, all that pixelation that kind of comes and goes, it's not terrible, but it does look kind of muddy. And so we are, look, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the buttons for PUBG changed. So I think PUBG is using the load change porting tools, because it used to say A, but now it doesn't say A. It just has the little icon for the A button. So I think that's what they did with the latest updates. I don't know if you guys noticed that. So let's see, how do we get into the game the fastest? I kind of wanted to do combat, but people get kind of, you know what? We're gonna play just a little bit. We'll go. Wait, what am I doing? How come I can't change it? Okay, right there. So we'll go loner real quick. Random, and then, oh, now it says A. See that? Oh, that's weird. I wonder why for casual it shows the icon and not A. All right, so here we go. So you can see how it flickers. There's a lot of flickering going on where it gets pixelated. Uh, so we're gonna do some more testing later on, but you can see how it gets really pixelated. Oh, look at that. And so what I've noticed, actually, you know what? I'm gonna save my analysis for later on. But with this one, there's almost no latency with Stadia. 1, 2, 3. Normally, if it's straight up HD and it doesn't change, even though my internet goes bad, that means it's stuck at a high resolution, and then I'll start seeing latency. So right now, if I jump, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, jump, 1, 2, jump. It's very, very minimal. I mean, I can't really tell. You know, there is a little bit. 1, 2, jump, jump. Yeah. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And so if you can see, it still keeps showing. See, the more I move around, the more I look around like this, the more of the frame changes. So therefore, the packages that are coming in are bigger, and therefore take longer, and then you start seeing some resolution drops. Does that make sense? All right, so I'm just gonna drop, probably run around a little bit, loot, and then try to get killed as soon as possible. So we're just gonna go straight down to whatever this town is right here. Probably gonna get killed immediately. But yeah, so like if I do this, see how pixelated it looks? It's very responsive though. And so let's just run around a little bit. A little bit. You guys can see me okay, right? Why is everything purple? Like pinkish purple. Oh, there's tons of pixelation right there. Tons. I can still see, obviously, but if there was somebody far away, there's no way I'd be able to spot them and then be able to, shoot at them. I did get a chicken dinner once with this kind of pixelation, So that's another thing too. Right now the ping is 60, and I think that's the best that I've gotten. I don't remember seeing it below that, but I've played this game perfectly before. You know what I mean? So I've actually had sessions where I had almost a perfect resolution, no latency. But right now it's struggling, and it's been like this the whole week. If you see yesterday's stream, you're gonna see that. Oh, actually, yesterday was in my Spanish channel. If you see Monday's stream, you can see in that stream that Stadia was really struggling to keep the resolution nice and high. You know what I mean? But the latency is not bad at all. If I move a lot, if I start running around where the frame is changing like a ton, you know what? I'm going to change it to this one. No. You know what? Let's just go like this. If I start moving around a lot, then a little bit of lag starts getting introduced. But normally, as soon as I stop and try to aim or something, then that lag kind of goes away. So, but the resolution still stays pretty low. Does that make any sense? Have you guys experienced this? See how now there's lag. See how when it gets really heavy on the pixelation. Yeah, right now, I mean, if I started getting shot at, I'd probably die because it's pretty bad. It's not just Stadia, by the way. So that's why I'm testing all of them, because It happens with all of them. It's just that from what I've experienced from the recordings that I've done, they all handle it a little bit differently. You know what I mean? Can I even go down without dying? I don't think so. I'm gonna have to go over around. Oh, I can go this way. Okay. Yeah, each service handles it differently. Oh, I hear somebody shooting. Should I switch to this one? Nah. Let's see. So, yeah, I can feel a little bit of the lag coming in when I turn. See that? And the reason it happens when I turn and not when I'm running forward is because more of the frame is changing. So I know I explained it earlier, but just to make sure that you guys understand what I'm trying to show you here. Okay, so is this suppressor usable? I guess not. I dropped the thing and I can drop. Wrong one. Yeah, so there is lag right there. So the reason I'm messing up is because when I hit it, it doesn't react right away. Yeah, and so just to show you guys, this is at 71 milliseconds. 75, 255. Yeah, so it's variance 224, 68. So it jumps back and forth. I don't know what's going on, but it started doing that a lot recently. A lot. To the point where I can't really play the way I wanted to play, you know? Which obviously it's frustrating, but I can't really blame Stadia because all the other cloud services are doing it. And I don't know if I can blame my ISP provider because when I called them a long time ago, before, you know, obviously when this used to happen back in the day. Oh yeah, there's lag now. They say, well, it's not our fault. The servers is too far, so we can't control that. So I think I'm gonna have to figure out a way to hardwire the computer so that there's no introduction of latency from the modem to the actual. Oh, look at that. See, that's latency from the modem to my actual desktop. You know what I mean? If I play it on the phone right now, it'll probably be better. I don't know why. I don't know how that works, but I guess 5G is better. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can. Oh, I have a bike. Why don't I use the bike, man? I forgot about the bike. Let's just drink that one to bring us back up. Oh, now that I think now that I'm gonna be on the bike and I'm gonna be moving faster, it might get worse. I don't know. Yeah, you guys see that? So that is on my screen. It's not YouTube. It might be YouTube for you, but it's also my screen. So I can't even read the words when those yellow words come up. Right now it's good. And then as pixelation gets really bad, I can't read what it says. I know what it says, but I can't read it. Oh yeah, and you see how I make slight movements left or right, and it overcorrects like that. So I kind of have to be extra cautious. Oh, like that, like that. I didn't do. Oh! He's going crazy. But it hasn't. I'm gonna see if I can get killed over there. It hasn't kicked me out though, which is what I like about Stadia. I rather the resolution drop as long as I'm still in the game and then try to recover as fast as possible than completely getting kicked out, because I do get kicked out on Stadia once sometimes. You know, I don't play GFN or oh, is that somebody right there? Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna die right here. They're shooting at me, and I don't even know from where. Is it from over here? I see that guy right there. Okay, there's a bot. I hear the guy in here somewhere. Can't see him though. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's less than 720 right now. My monitor is 10 it's 2K monitor. What is that? 1440. And oh, see that? That's a real player. Yeah, so that's Stadia. It showed me exactly what yeah, it showed me exactly what I wanted to show you guys. As you can see, the latency would go from 60 something to 200 and something, and it's been doing that this whole week. So now we're gonna try different services. Let me bring up another. So I think we start with a GFN. I think GFN keeps the resolution. Oh, okay. Okay. It keeps the resolution intact the longest. It's the best for keeping it. But it introduces. Oh, I gotta log in. Really? It introduces frame drops. So there's a bunch of frame drops and lag. So let's see what it does here. Okay, let me log in on this side real quick. I didn't think it was gonna ask me since I just used it. Okay. Do that. All right, so that's one thing about GFN. Like this time I had to log in, but normally it doesn't ask me to log into GFN, but it does ask me to log in constantly to like um other accounts like Steam and Epic. Not as much as before though. So I give them that. They're kind of what's going on? They're kind of gotten better at that, but it's still there. Hold on. It's not even, you know what? I'll leave it right here. And you guys can see what's going on. Why does my camera look pink? I'm not sure. I can't even get into GeForce right now. What is happening? Well, let me get some drink. What happens if I go to another? Nope, it didn't log me in. Okay. What is happening here? I'm gonna use the Stadia controller. Oh, oh, okay. I gotta go to my email. Why do I have to do that though? I verified my email address a bunch of times already. I don't understand that. Authentication app code. Use the authentication app, Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator. Should I use that? Seems like too much. Really? Shh. Hold on. I gotta do some kind of a code here. What happened? I didn't do anything. All right. This is taking way too long, man. And it doesn't even go straight to the thing. Oh, the has to continue. What? I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Cancel. Not now. Oh my God, GFN, why do you have to do so much, man? It's just like they act like it's a bank or something. All right, so we're gonna play Fortnite, and then when I tested on my phone, I did the same thing. I did PUBG and then Fortnite, and then the only game that I can play that's not a 2D platformer uh, on Amazon Luna, which was the Bird Skate or something. So let's see how GFN handles bad internet. It was an expensive Wi-Fi hub too. It looks good right now. So let's see what happens. So this is what I'm talking about. It looks really good. It looks at least 1080. I mean, I think that's the max I can get anyways. So we're gonna see. I do think GFN is better right now. You know what I mean? In the beginning, it was always Stadia, but then Stadia kind of comes and goes as far as quality. And I think GFN is the only one that has improved. Well, Xbox has improved too, but yeah, I guess it depends. So right now, I'm using the Stadia controller. 1, 2, jump. 1, 2, jump. So as long as I'm standing, it's not a huge thing, but I do feel some either that or the sensitivity is really low. 1, 2, jump. 1, 2, jump. I can't jump out. I'm sliding. What is happening? Okay. Looks good though. There's no pixelation. Yeah. Uh-oh. I think Stadia's gonna start looking bad. Let's see. I don't even know if GFN has servers near Hawaii, actually. Is there a way to see the ping on GFN? Whoa. Sorry. Oh, my aim is so bad. Have to get out of there. Ceiling. And I have this freaking riff on my side here. Where is he at? I mean, there is like no, I mean, not that there's no latency, but there's almost no latency. Where's the guy at? Did he run away? Oh man. I don't know, there is, I feel something. I don't know what it is. It's almost the same as Stadia, but without the pixelation, which is a big plus. You know what I mean? But there is something that feels funny. What is that? Okay, that's not doing anything. Yeah. Oop, I messed up. I messed up. Oh, what is this? Oh, this guy was shooting from over there? Okay. I mean, GF pen looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. There is something. I can't tell what it is. I wonder if it's my sensitivity, just my settings. Okay, so GFN looks awesome. It feels great too. Let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and exit. Bring it. And then how come I can't choose this? Close Fortnite. Are you sure? Yes. It does feel like there's a little bit of latency. It feels like it's almost like my sensitivity is almost not high enough. But I haven't changed it before, so I'm assuming that's a little bit of that introduced delayness, if that makes any sense. All right, so now with Xbox Cloud Gaming, I have to use the Xbox controller. Is it going to detect it? There it is. And network unsupported, it says. So we're gonna see what it does. Yeah, GFN looked pretty good. Pretty good. Even when I tested it last time, there were some frame drops. So there were some skips where you're running, the frame changes a lot. The resolution stays pretty high, and then it just jumps a few frames forward. Which also happened with Luna. And with xCloud, it just looked bad. And how come I can't go into full? Yeah, you can even hear just the audio alone. You can hear it's not gonna be great. Right. Oops. I spoke too soon. I was gonna say it looks better than Stadia, but you can't even see. So when people say that Xbox is better, maybe it's better for them, but in my experience, it's not. and it doesn't feel like it has latency. The resolution doesn't, it stays consistently low. 1, 2, jump. 1, 2, jump. There's a little bit of a delay right there. You can hear the audio is not keeping up. Oh snaps! I'm in a duel. I didn't even realize I was in a duel. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to fend for your own since I'm streaming. Yeah, I don't know. Can you guys hear the audio? Can you hear how terrible the audio sounds? Why do I have a rainbow stream? It looks really muddy. It looks oh man. I can't even turn. I was just trying to turn. Okay. There's tons of delay. There's tons. I can't even turn where I want it. Is this somebody? Oh man. Yeah, this right now, the way it feels right now, like it's in and out, but there's a few times where it feels unplayable. But we'll see. We'll try to go as long as we can till we get a shot or something. I guess we gotta get at least into a fight, yeah? What are these? Let's see. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of this one. Right now it's very responsive. So I don't have any problems with them right now, no problems. But when the frame starts changing, I can tell there's going to be some latency introduced. Oh, I'm getting shot at. Okay. Oh man, come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Oh no, too much latency. I can't get it. I can't get it. Oh man, come on, man. Oh, what is happening? Oh, I can't get it. That's not my dude, huh? Nope, he's way too far. Where's he at? What if I go hide? So he's just waiting there. Ah, he's gonna come shoot me. Oh, the other guy got killed. All right. There were some times where it's really, there was a lot of latency. And then towards the end, I wasn't sure if it was just my bad shooting or I just couldn't get to target. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, but right now it feels like Stadia is struggling the most, which makes me wonder what kind of servers they got. You know what I mean? Not Stadia, but the other ones. Oh, I forget. I can't use. Okay. So that's Xbox. Okay. And you can tell when I first started, it was struggling because even the audio was struggling pretty bad. But now you can't hear that. So let me do another quick internet test, real quick check. I don't think it's gonna change that much, but let's see. Let's see how much it changed just in a couple of minutes since we started. Hey, Papa Bear Gaming, what's going on, man? That's crazy. Yeah, that stream you just did got tons of hits. That's nice. They do say Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy has a really, really large following. I think my daughter played it when she was in Mexico with my, yeah, still says 60 milliseconds. She said she played it with her cousin, which surprised me because I was surprised because she's not supposed to be playing it. How come I can't? You can use this menu to return to lobby, but I can't. What's going on? You can use this menu. How come I can't exit? I guess I gotta go on here. Oh. Why, how come the button wasn't working? Yeah, the button doesn't work. That's weird. That's right. Definitely, it's an incredibly popular series and has been around since 20. Oh, okay. Amusingly, Security Breach is the first one that I played. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I didn't even play for that long, just because it's not my kind of game. So, how is your experience? I'm kind of mixed because it started out pretty bad. I'm gonna skip it. Started out pretty bad. Okay, so let's try Luna. So Luna is gonna be the last one. I don't have any subscriptions to. Oops, wrong button. I don't have any subscriptions to PlayStation, so I can't test PlayStation. I do have a Luna controller, so we're gonna test that now. Welcome to Luna games for everyone. Play on your device. Yeah. I wonder if Amazon stole Stadia's idea. I wonder who actually thought about it first from those two. Just from those two. Because they both have streaming platforms. So it makes sense that they both should have them. And I know that Amazon has Amazon Prime Gaming, which it's like a launcher for actual games you can install. But Google also has a bunch of the games through Android. Yeah, she says she liked it, except for the jump scares, which is the whole point. So this game looks awesome right now. It looks almost 4K. So I did test it before, and it looked just as good. And so, since it's the last of the services that I'm gonna test, I can tell you, oh man, it looks so good, that it looks like GFN and Amazon handle high latency by keeping the resolution high, but dropping it's almost like skips frames. You know what I mean? Like there's no issue right now with this. 1, 2, jump. Oops, that's just me. And so the problem with testing like this is that the farther I go in the test, the more the internet is going to change because there's less people online. You know, it's getting later throughout the day, so the load on the servers is less, especially here in Hawaii. So I'm gonna have to test Stadia after this again, just to see how big the difference is, and if it's still as bad as it was when I first started streaming, then it's a Stadia issue. But yeah, wow, I'm surprised that Luna has no resolution drop, no latency, no frame skips. Again, it's only the case now because I'm assuming it got better. When I tested it before, it would skip. It would skip. Like if I turned, you would miss a bunch of frames, and it would just be like, so if I turn like, let's say like this, it would just skip a bunch. I don't know how to explain it, so I'm gonna have to show you guys after. I like what you're doing on this stream. By the way, there aren't many fair comparison videos around. Yeah, I mean, I'm having problems with internet in general, so I thought it'd be a good way to test them out. I guess I've been kind of lucky that I stream at night then, because earlier when I was trying to play with Jeff, yeah, I kept getting kicked out. Last time that I played with, who was it? I think it was SPG. I kept getting kicked out. Oh, no. Was it Jeff again? I was playing golf with somebody and I kept getting kicked out. It must have been Jeff. Okay. So I mean, I see no issues. Right now, Luna is working perfectly. They do have a 7-day trial, which I'm going to sign up for. I wish it was at least a month, because if somebody's busy and, you know, assuming that people that play on Luna are casual gamers, in a week, they're not going to have a lot of time to play. You know what I mean? So it makes more sense for Luna. In fact, you know what? I'm going to tweet it out and see how many people start pushing that. Instead of 7 days, it should definitely be a month. Because if you're a busy person that plays casually, how much time are you gonna have to play these games? This game is pretty fun now. I played it for my review and it was okay, but now that I'm getting some of these spins, look at that. Okay, so I can't hate. That was a perfect session. So I am biased, and just for the sake of transparency, I am gonna try Stadia one more time. You know, if it still struggles the most, then it struggles the most, and it is what it is. But if it doesn't work, I'm gonna blame the fact that I dropped the controller. Hold on, let me turn off. Too bad you guys don't have access to Luna over there, Papa Bear. You know what I mean? It's just another option, I think. I still think that Stadia enhancement might be affecting it. You think so? You know what? Let's try. Actually, no. So it was happening earlier. I'm gonna try a different browser, but it was happening earlier, and I switched to the Windows browser, Edge. So now I'm gonna try the pure Canary. Is that what this is called? I might have to log in, but let's see. Oh no, it looks like I'm logged in already. All right, so let's test it out. So this is without Stadia enhanced. Okay. The only problem is that we're not going to be able to see the ping, but at least we can see the performance. All right. Oh, but I wonder if maybe I should have done it. Maybe I should have used the regular one that I use, because now it could be the internet, it could be the Chrome browser. It could be that the internet got better, or it could be the fact that I'm using a browser with no extensions. We'll see. It's checking the internet, so it's not a good sign. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's still gonna struggle. basic version of software are referred to as either Canary or Vanilla. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They call it Vanilla over here too. I didn't know that. I thought there was the name of the actual version of the Chrome of the browser. So it does look muddy. It comes and goes. Yeah, so it's acting the same. Papa Bear, did you notice that if you go to what is it? Oh, how come it doesn't do it anymore? Oh, that's weird. Earlier, instead of saying A, it had the little icon. Oh, maybe because it didn't read, it wasn't connected to a regular Stadia controller. Oh, maybe that's what it is. All right, so let's jump in. Right now, it looks perfect. Right now, it looks 1440. You know what I mean? As good as GFN, but we'll see what happens when we get in the actual game. If you're really into, I can't see your icon, by the way. I don't know if you changed it or if my thing is acting up. Oh, your avatar is just a gray circle. If you're really into network analysis, you should download Wireshark, capture the packet data throughout your session, and then analyze it further from there. Yeah, I've actually used Wireshark before back in the day. I was really, really into like nerdy stuff, but I kind of started doing photography and just kind of forgot about all the technical stuff. I keep saying kind of too much. If you move your mouse or press a keyboard button, the icon's mapping change. Oh, because it assumes you changed to a different input. For a second, I thought it might be the load change porting for the updates. I was wondering if the PUBG people were started using load change porting to drop all the recent updates and what do they call those? Not DLC. What do they call those? Patches. All right. So right now it's looking perfect. It's looking good. There's no flickering. If you see if you go back to the beginning of the stream, oh, there is a little bit of flickering right there. Not as much as before, but we'll see. Again, it's almost 10 p.m. here, and I'm in the San Francisco servers. So 10 plus 3, that's 1 in the morning over there. So I think most people are asleep right now. It's looking perfect. Oh my god, I love it when it's like this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So anyways, I started the stream by saying that it might not work because the internet might be too good by the time I start testing. I should have started with GFM because I already know how good Stadia looks when the internet is behaving. Yeah, I think that was my mistake. I should have started out with GFM because that's the next best, I think. You know what I mean? I guess if you're using the 1080, the 3080, it might be the best for somebody who can afford that. But yeah, right now it's looking awesome. Sharp. No lag at all. What's up, man? What are you doing? What did I do to you? In fact, it's too sensitive now. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna go in and just Leroy Jenkins to like one of the busy areas to get shot. And then I want to show you guys the video that I did with my phone. I couldn't show it to you earlier because I was uploading it to Dropbox. Not Dropbox, Google Drive. Because for whatever reason, Pixel doesn't let you import files. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna spin. I'm gonna see if I can cause it to break. Oh, there it is. Now I can see your avatar. Thanks for letting me know about my avatar. I can see it. So checked in an incognito browser, and it was a gray circle as you said. I've refreshed it now, so you should be. Oh, okay, yeah, I see it now. Oh, it does that. If you're an incognito browser, it hides your avatar. Ew, interesting. Yeah, so I do see some pixelation here and there, not as much as before. I'm gonna have to like take this stream and edit it down to show the differences. Actually, maybe I should wait till the internet is bad again. What is going on with the thing? while we wait for the lobby to start, I don't know why it's taking so long. Let me see if the videos got uploaded. I can download them while we wait. Let's see. Refresh. I didn't know Incognito did that. That's interesting. Not quite. The avatar was actually missing for some unknown reason, and the Incognito window showed me how it truly looked. Oh, okay. Missing. My regular browser showed me the avatar as it's cached locally. Oh, okay. Oh, I wonder why that happened. All right, so let's see. Where did I put those videos? I know they're here because I can see it got filled. Last modified by me, May 10th. Man, now I'm not gonna be able to find those videos. Oh, right here. Duh. 8:55. Okay. Let's see how long it takes before I can download them. Hold on 1 second. Download anyways. Exceeds the maximum file size that Google can scan. Yeah, download anyways. Okay. Hopefully I can show you guys. There it is. Started flickering now. Locally at my end. It's to do with DNS, domain name servers, attempting to load elements more quickly. Ultimately, it's a relic left over from the days of dial-up internet when it was strenuous for servers to retrieve every element from a server, i.e. image, etc. So it was quicker to keep them in local memory. Yeah, so I know how, I understand how caching works, but how come it didn't show it? So it would have showed an old avatar, right? I mean, if you changed it recently. Can't see it. So checked in and icon. Oh, I see what you're saying. I got it. So you were able to see it because it was in your cache. And then only when you went incognito, which doesn't have a cache, that's when you realize, well, that's when you saw it as I saw it. Okay. I got it. All right. So we're gonna bum rush it. What is that? We're probably gonna end up hitting boot camp since everybody goes there. Try to get killed as soon as possible. And then I want to show you guys the cell phone video. I was going to show you the recorded videos that I had from earlier, but I think I can emphasize the difference better with the cell phone videos. And if it's not, if it doesn't take us that long, then I'll show you the PC versions after that. Really, there's not a huge difference from the PC versions, other than there's less pixelation from GFN and more frame skips, more frame drops. Is everybody gonna drop at boot camp if it's all the way over here? You know what? Let's go Camp Bravo, whatever that is. Do you play PUBG, Papa Bear? It looks clean right now, man. It looks so good. I wonder why it can't be like that all the time. So many people in this place. Yeah. See, so it doesn't bother me when it's clean 90% of the time, and then whenever the internet becomes unstable, it drops resolution, as long as it keeps the latency to a bare minimum. But when the resolution is constantly low, and then I guess that's when it's oops, let's see this guy. My guy. Watch him. He's gonna have a gun already. Hey guy. Oh man, is that me? Is it my firing or what? How come I'm so bad? Oh, this guy's gonna try to. Oh my god, is this my my aim is so bad. He knows I ran out of he knows I ran out of bullets. That was so bad. My sensitivity is too high, man. Oh, for real? This is the game that I have the most time on. Oh, did he get killed right here? Oh. So the guy that I was trying to kill. Oh, now there's latency. I can hear somebody. This game is fun. Where is he? Oh, buddy. That was luck. That was all luck right there. I didn't even have a best. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, you should try it, man. PUBG is it's one of the few games that still gives me a rush. Oh, I hear somebody right here. He hears me and I hear him right there. Oh my god. How am I still alive? How am I still alive? How many times should I have been? I should have died a few times already. And I keep running out of ammo. Here's somebody to my left. Oh, there comes the pixelation. Somebody got killed right here. Oh, I have. Uh-oh. Who's shooting? Oh, lag. Lag. Come on, man. Kill me. Oh, nice. I like games where I can take my time and not rush too much. Yeah, you can take your time in this game. But yeah, it is one of those when once it's time to fight, it's you definitely go into what's that? Fight or flight. All right, so this time it wasn't as bad as the first time. So now let's go ahead and I guess I can exit, and then I'll show you guys the mobile videos. Okay, I had to record a bunch of them because I kept missing the mark. So let's see which one's first. 20. I'm gonna go with the. All right, so that's bad internet in my house There's not much that I can do about that, besides try to figure out how to get it hardwired all the way through from the modem to my PC, my desktop. And so for these next ones, I decided to record the screen because I always have a bad signal there, and then I kind of just wanted to show you how it looked, how each service handles. I'm gonna have to mute it. How each service handles the um, the low internet. You guys can see that, right? Okay, so I'm testing the internet. As you can see, the internet is going to be so 21 down, which is double the minimum for Stadia, but the ping is, or the latency is 147. You guys can see that? Not really, right? The screen should flip in a little bit. So 147, and so I'm going to launch. Oh, how come it? Oh man, it's not going to change the thing. How do you crop in on this? View. Can you zoom in on VLC? Actually, and it took forever just to be able to get on the thing. Zoom right here. Double. I didn't even do the double. Okay. So I'm gonna look how long it took. It took forever. Finally got in, and then I skipped through that. How come the video doesn't double? Aspect ratio. There it is. Okay. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it since the resolution is so low. So as you can see, like, this looks terrible to see. That's all coming from my phone. This is what I was able to look at. And so this is Xbox Cloud Gaming on the phone with 147 milliseconds. Now with Stadia at 147, it looks bad, and the latency sometimes adds up, but it's nothing like this. It never gets to this point like this. You can't even recognize anything. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's ever gotten this bad for me on Stadia. You guys see that? And so I think I was running around trying to like show. Look at that. So it just turns into like this pixel explosion of colors. And so the very first time that I played Xbox Cloud Gaming with the $1 monthly subscription, they give you like a month for free. Every time I played it, this is pretty much what I got. It was perfect, and then it went to this. Or the other thing that would have happened is, you ever seen how if you record a TV, it kind of breaks the frame? That would happen a lot too. So half of the frame would be ahead or behind the other frame. So the upper half and the lower half wouldn't be synced up. And so this is why I prefer Stadia, because even at 147, either A, it drops the resolution to where at least you can kind of still see, you can kind of, it never gets to this point. And right now I'm just hitting everything because I can't even control the latency. And but the latency is always very small on Stadia. You know what I mean? What does happen though is it will skip. So once, instead of getting this bad, it'll just skip. It'll drop a bunch of frames. I don't know if that's called something. Papa Bear, do you know what that's called when, like, let's say it happens a lot in like network games like Fortnite, where you're moving and then all of a sudden you're a few like a seconds, half a second or a second in front of where you're supposed to be. You ever seen that? Is there a name for that? I'm not even sure. right? So that's Xbox, and then I recorded a bunch. I think I did GFN too. Yep. And so with GFN, again, the biggest thing about GFN, man, the free tier, you still, I think I had to wait what? So with both of them, I had to wait a bunch. So I had 19 people ahead of me, and I kept going. Eventually, I got into the game, and then this is what I saw. So this is GFN at about 140, let's say 150 milliseconds delay, right? And today I was playing with Jeff for about 2 hours, with about 100. It got to 100. I think it got to 300. I mean, not 300. Sorry, 200 a couple times. You know what I mean? Now, to their credit though, GFN does have lower latency. So even if it gets kind of bad, I was able to control. I was able to get in fights and shoot. But see how pixelated it gets. So this is the worst that GFN gets, which is the same as Stadia. So GFN and Stadia, I know I keep saying the same thing, kind of handle latency the same way. They maintain latency by reducing resolution, and then worst case scenario, they have dropped frames. Does that make sense? Where xCloud just straight up, you can't even see it. It drops resolution to like 10 pixels per screen. And you can tell, see the notification up on the top right, it lets you know that the latency is kind of high. But you can, like, your response time is still pretty good. You know what I mean? Let's see. I believe that's called screen tearing. Yeah, so screen tearing happens with xCloud in the beginning. I haven't seen it recently, so be fair. But yeah, actually, that's exactly what it's called. Oh, smart guy. So screen tearing happened a lot when I first played Xbox, when I was doing the free month or the $1 month. And then the frame drape, whatever the frame drops is, where part of the frame is essentially torn apart. Yeah. And then the other one is where you actually just skip forward in time, because I don't know if it skips a package and then just drops whatever the next closest package is. So like, let's say you're receiving a bunch of traffic from GFN or Stadia, right? And then, let me pause that real quick. So let's say you're getting a bunch of traffic, but then instead of continuing in order, right? So packets 1 to 100, right? You start out packet 1, packet 2, internet is good, packet 3, packet 4, and then you get somewhere like packet 30, and then the latency just gets too long. Maybe it's too much traffic in the network. And so it seems like xCloud would continue in order continuously, even if those packets are corrupt. So it'll kind of speed up the process to get the packets, maybe skip a couple of handshakes or whatever. And therefore, you have trash resolution, right? I don't want to say trash because it sounds toxic. I'm not trying to put them down. I'm just trying to explain how they do it. So you have very, very bad, resolution, where it seems like GFN and Stadia and possibly Luna. Did I test Luna on here? I think I forgot to test Luna. What they do is they'll probably just skip packages, right? So you have, I think all three of them. I think Luna does the same thing. So they'll try to maintain latency first, keep it as tight as possible, and then they'll drop resolution to keep that latency as best as possible, as best they can, right? Or as clear as they can. And then in the event that they can't keep the resolution high enough, then they'll drop, packets 31, 32, 33, except 34, 35, and then they drop the next few. Does that make any sense? Am I making sense? Let's see. I think Papa Bear probably knows more than me. I think it's essentially bottlenecking, where you have a bunch of packets entering a tunnel sequentially, and then they get clogged up before the pressure basically builds up and ejects them all, resulting in some being missed, skipped. Yeah, right. And so you have so many packages coming in that Xbox just tries to get push all of them through, even with errors, where GFN, Stadia, and possibly Luna, they just drop some packets and try to keep the the time closer to the reaction time. I'm not finding the right words for that, but yeah, I said it already, but hopefully I didn't confuse you guys. Let's see it. We're gonna check out the other two. They're essentially the same, but I want to see if I ended up testing Stadia. I can't remember. So that's testing. Okay. Oh, this one for whatever reason it didn't even want to load. Yeah, so trying to get to the game, I have more problems with GFN and Xbox than Stadia or Luna. You know what I mean? But once I'm in the game, then it seems like GFN's a little bit better. This is GFN again, I think, right? Was it GFN? Yeah, that's GFN. And I think it handled it a little bit better on this one. Let me zoom in. Double. Oh, not that. Aspect ratio 16:9. Oh, what is that? Crap, 16:9. There it is. Okay. So right here, I was trying to test the latency by jumping over stuff, but so it handled a little bit better. Better than xCloud did. Yeah, so it stays consistently pixelated, but the latency is very low. And then did I not test Stadia? There's no way. So I did that. Okay, and again, so it's just gonna go into like this, like a rave. Yeah, it's just terrible. Like you can't play like this. You know what I mean? And you can tell how when the packages get kind of resolved, because it's happened suddenly. It's almost like, do you guys know how old films used to be played on theaters? They have the reels, and every time a new reel would come up, there was like a little circle at the top right of the screen letting you know that was sequentially the next reel. And it looks like that's what happens here. Like they get all these packages, they start getting messed up, and then boom, like right here, and then they catch up. So they sacrifice the resolution on this so they can catch up, and then boom. Does that make sense? And so now, there we go. Now we got Stadia. Again, same internet, same latency. It's not going to be great. I might even get kicked out. I can't remember. I did this yesterday. So, I mean, I can get to the game so fast. It's insane. You know what I mean? Let's see. Resulting in some being skip. It looks like it's fast forwards. Yeah, it's to do with the TTL, time to live, for each packet. Packets have a TTL attached to them for precisely this reason. Otherwise, whenever a single packet gets stuck, it could literally stop everything whilst it attempts to process it. As such, it'll skip the packets whose TTLs expire and continue sequentially onto the next one. Man, this guy, Papa Bear, why don't you do a video like that? I can send you these videos if you want to, if you don't have bad internet to test it with. I can send you these because it sounds like you're way better at explaining it than I can. I think I understand it, but once I want to articulate it, it's when I have issues. So as you can see right here, with Stadia, the resolution skips. Like it switches from clear to pixelated, clear to pixelated, so it flickers. Now, I almost wish instead of trying to keep it at, let's say 720, and it keeps flickering to like whatever is the next one from 720, the below 720 is. I almost wish they did the same thing with GFN, because GFN doesn't flicker. It's either HD or it's not. You know what I mean? And at some point it goes back, but it doesn't flicker. Yeah, and then this one you can tell it does it does skip frames, but the latency that gets introduced is never as heavy as in like xCloud. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was trying to run around to try to jump over, but then um, sometimes it looks like it's latency, but it's just me missing the mark on the jump. Like right here, I think. Yeah. See that? So it skips some frames, and it's flickering from resolutions or switching from resolution to resolution, but I can still kind of move around, you know. And the worst case scenario, latency gets introduced, you know. So I don't know. My whole point with this video is that it seems like everybody's kind of handling it a little bit differently, and really it depends on the user to, you know, obviously, you know, somebody who doesn't have access to great internet, which they prefer. You know what I mean? See, this one skips more than GFN, right? I think it's because it's trying to go from HD to 720. I mean, I guess 720 is HD. It's switching too much from resolution to resolution. You know, instead of just picking one and sticking to that until it gets resolved. See, like right now, I'm just a terrible aim, but I was able to aim at him. Yeah, I hit him a couple of times. Yeah. So that's it, guys. I think this shows um, the best example of how each service treats latency on the network differently. Now that I look at it, man, this is yeah, actually, this is how sometimes I play, which is really hard to play like this. I almost prefer how GFN does it, and it just keeps the resolution low. You know, right now I can't even see where I'm getting shot from, so I think I die. So yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, it's one of those things that you don't want it to be there. You obviously you want the experience to always be perfect, but when you live in a place that's not supported or doesn't have the best internet, you got to deal with these kinds of things. And imagine how the engineers feel when they have to think about all this. You know what I mean? When they try to process, you know, all these different users and different locations and different devices and different resolutions and frame rates and all that. This must be insane. Yeah. Yeah. So now that I'm looking at it here, I'm not testing, just kind of seeing it. Yeah, I wish Stadia didn't flicker as much and just kept the resolution low. You know what I mean? But that's pretty bad though, right there. Especially because the frame's not changing. I don't understand that part. The frame's not changing on this one either. So why is it flickering? You understand what I'm saying? So normally the way TVs work is the pixels that have changed from the previous packet is what gets replaced. That's, you know, I think uh, that's the whole reason for MPEG, right? Something like that. One of those decoding processes. Um, but if the screen is not changing, the frame is not changing, why does it flicker still? Why does the resolution need to drop when it's the same exact frame from the frame before? You know, I think it's something to do with frames and P frames, iframes and P frames. Um, I don't think I've heard of those. I know that like when you look at 1080p and 1080i, I'm assuming this is what you're talking about, right? But I think I know that with 1080i is every other frame gets delivered, half of every other frame gets delivered. So if you have 10 frames on 1080i, half, so every other line of pixels gets delivered, and then two, and then three, and then four. And with 1080p, the whole frame gets delivered, and then only the changes of those frames get delivered. Is that the one? Predicted P pictures and intercoded. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe something different then. Yeah, I've heard of 1080p, 1080i, but the way I understood it, 1080i, which is like interlaced, I think that's what it stands for, is you have this frame has these pixels, and this frame has these pixels, and then they just go by so fast that your eye can't tell the difference. But then the most popular one is 1080p, which is progressive, and then that's yeah, I think that's only the pixels that change are the ones that get delivered. Absolutely right. Okay, so that is what we're talking about. Okay, 1080p versus 1080i essentially blends parallel frames together, whereas 1080p produces all of them. But I thought 1080p, and I'm fuzzy on it. I thought 1080p, or the the theory behind 1080p is that it only the package only contains the changes from the previous frame. And that's why when you're moving forward, or when you're standing still and you try to jump or you try to like shoot, because the only thing changing from that frame is maybe the muzzle fire, or maybe the center of the frame as the subject, as the character jumps up and down. You don't get a lag as much as when you're moving forward and turning at the same time, because now the entire frame is changing. So therefore the next packet to be able to fit in place has to cover the entire changes of the frame, all of it, right? But yeah, I think, oh man, I think you're the perfect person to do a little video. Plus, you know I don't know if you noticed that standalone videos on YouTube, 10 minutes or less. I mean, you proved me wrong with this stream that you did today, but streams on YouTube aren't as popular as standalone videos. You know what I mean? So every video that I have that is over 1,000 views are all standalone videos. Let me see. I have yet to have a live stream that's over 1,000 views, and I'm gonna show you right now. Content live, and I think the most viewed is 900 and something, and that was from the pandemic days. So the most viewed live stream that I have is 996 views, and it's from April 2020, right when the pandemic started. I just literally, and it's copyright claim because we played music in the background. But yeah, the next most popular live stream is 333. And I don't know if it's because of the length, it doesn't get recommended as much. I don't know if it's just because live streams aren't as clickable, or as maybe YouTube did some tests where they show a live stream and people just don't click on it. Maybe they realize it's an hour long or 5 hours long. This one, and the one that has 333 views is 5 hours and 5.5 hours, and I think the reason is that many is because it must have been like one of those popular streams, or I must have gotten rated or something. But if you look at videos and then I go views, then my most popular start out at 33, and I gotta go way down here, second page, right here. So I gotta go halfway down the second page for the videos that are under 1,000. And then what is that? And that one's from 2019. So I don't know. Does that make sense? So my recommendation for your channel, and because you have the voice that what I mean, I think Rock has like a ease. Oh, you couldn't even see it. Let's see. Oh, you can't even see it anyways. The screen is too big. Yeah, I kind of got curious about it once about 1080p and 1080i, and then I got the basics from it. But now that's different than the technology delivering it to us. With I think Google's using their own what do you call, proprietary codecs, I think. So would it even show? So yeah, so this is like the most popular stream that I have, and it's only 30 minutes, 36 minutes, uh, and it's under 1,000. Oops. So my recommendation to you, buddy, is that you use that impressive voice that you have to do some instructional videos, maybe some commentary videos where you just pick a topic, and you can even do like a news show. What I'm doing, pick a news show or a podcast and just do clips with it, because standalone videos under 10 minutes are king on YouTube. Those are the ones that are going to get you tens of thousands of views, you know. Mine is the flip side of that. Most of my standalone videos receive very few video views, whereas most of my live streams receive the most. But how old is your channel? Is your channel pretty? You mind if I check out your channel real quick? Papa Bear. Because even Sunny doesn't leave his live streams up because they don't bring in as many views, and they just take up space. I guess I don't know why, what his rationale is, but normally he takes off his live streams. You know what I mean? Let's see. Past live streams filtered by most popular. So today's one, oh, stream 5 days ago. Oh wow, even the one from 5 days ago has almost 600 views. Maybe I should stream Five Nights at Freddy, even though I don't want to. You know what's funny? City Skylines is my most popular Stadia video. The one that I did when City Skylines came out, that one got 280 something views. So maybe I should start doing some more City Skylines, and in fact, I got viewers from somewhere in the Indian Ocean. I forget the name of the country. Uh, that I guess they like playing City Skylines, so they jumped in to help me out. Welcome back, Original Rabbit. Guys, thank you. I'll think of some topics and maybe discuss it with you. I started my channel in October 2021. Yeah, so the thing with those standalone videos is they kind of take time, yeah? So what's going to happen is your live streams, because you're in the Stadia community, are getting more views right now because, you know, you're very popular, especially with the ladies. And so they come in, they watch it, and then it's very rare that people are gonna continue watching it, because it's I don't know the mentality behind it. I don't know, maybe they don't think it's worth it to, maybe they'd rather watch your latest live stream than watch older ones. I'm not sure how it works. I don't know the psychology behind it, but that City Skylines video, they got 280 something views. It only went up by 3 or 4 since it hit 280. You know what I mean? But the standalone videos, my most popular video right now is a taco shell, like a cheese taco video that constantly keeps bringing in views all the time. And so because I guess it's short enough and interesting enough that it's a quick click. It's absorbable. Is that the right word? See what I'm saying? So even though your live streams are very popular right now, that's because they're recent. So the other standalone videos that you have, like that Why I Love Stadia, that one got 222 views, and it's going to continue to get views here. Maybe one or two, you know, they have different, each video is kind of weird, you know, it's going to have its own life. Some are going to get 1 or 2 views, just like the live streams. Some are going to get 1 or 2 views every other day. Some are going to get, you know, hundreds of views every month. So it's kind of weird how the videos work, but your biggest money makers, by my experience, since I had the channel from hey, Lex Donias, welcome, thank you for subscribing. Lex Donias, that sounds interesting. Lex Donias. You're gonna find that your standalone videos, the older they get, you're gonna spot the ones that are the money makers. You know, I say money makers because, you know, a few dollars here and there, but views wise, they'll get bigger. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it could be as simple as recording your live stream and then just making clips from it. So like, for example, this last live stream, they got over 1,000 views. You can download it. You can, if you didn't record it, you can just download it from YouTube, chop it up so you're only showing the jump scares. You put it up, and that's going to continue to get your views. You know what I mean? And it's weird too because it doesn't always work that way. Let me show you what I mean. Hold on 1 second. Desktop. So that's yours. This is mine. So if I show you the recent videos that I have, so there's a bunch of them that are scheduled to come out. But if I show you the ones that have been published, so this is why I'm recommending you do this, right? So all these red thumbnail ones that are clips from my new show, they get the most views. So 13 views, 25 views, 17 views, 12 views. The only ones that beat them are the shorts. So this one got 180. I just uploaded it July 3rd, and it has 197 views. But then shorts, they don't count because they're 22 seconds. They don't do anything. They don't do anything other than maybe entice somebody to subscribe as you're scrolling through the shorts. But they don't add too much to your money. They don't add too much to your, I mean, not money. I keep saying money, I mean views. And they don't add too much to your hourly watch time. I'm confusing myself. They don't add that much to the hourly watch time. You know what I mean? So these are getting the most views, and I think it's because I'm a Stadia channel, and then people kind of want to know about Stadia. And then the ones like Fortnite almost never gets any views, even though I pulled all my eliminations. I pulled all my the times that I got killed. That one has 8 views. This one has 6 views, and they don't really grow that much, you know. So that's how you can do some testing, if that makes any sense. Just start dropping different types of content as a test, see how they do. Make sure you do stuff that you enjoy, because the last thing you want to do is find out that the most difficult and frustrating videos to make are the most popular, and then you're gonna you're gonna hate yourself because you're gonna feel like compelled to make those, and it's not worth it. Like the vlogs, I love making the vlogs. No, I take that back. I love watching the vlogs after they're done, but that last one with my daughters, after my daughter was born, that was it 5 hours or 8 hours? I think it was 5 hours. And it's like, oh my God, 5 hours for a 10-minute video that's going to get 10 views. I only do it because it's nice to look back at, like a home video, but they definitely require some work. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me catch up real quick. Yeah, October 2021. Wow, so it's so recent, man. You can, I mean, you have like, you're like an athlete, bro, with your voice and podcast or you know, video, this kind of format. You're like a phenom. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, one of those gifts that you have. I guarantee you, if I show my, maybe I should, if I show my wife one of your videos talking, she's gonna be like, what? Maybe you wanna watch? You wanna hear this guy's voice? This Papa Bear gaming voice? You wanna hear? Watch. Good thing you live far away. Let's see. I saw the Freddy ones earlier today. You were cursing a lot, so let me switch it up.
That's why, without Stadia,
Maybe listen to this. But you gotta come closer. This is this guy's
I would
voice.
never have been able to start creating content. Ever. The reason for that is because my hardware, up until recently, was never up to even running a game.
You don't think it sounds super cool? No? All right, she's not impressed. But she's Japanese. She probably didn't even understand what you were saying.
Let alone running the software in order to generate and maintain a live stream.
You don't think his voice is crazy? Like it's like super deep. It's like down here and that those ranges. Like very few people can even get that low. Like even if I tried right now, maybe you'd. I think she's just trying to make me feel better. All right, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Before Five Nights at Freddy's City Skyline was my phone. Yeah, I just saw that. That's why I brought it up. Yeah. So it's we gotta stream those, man. We gotta stream that. Maybe we can team up or something. I think that people have less time now to watch things, so rather than watching a 1 hour video, they would rather watch 10 6-minute videos despite the math being identical. Yeah, short attention spans, right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's why TikTok and even Vines were so popular, or are still popular. It's to do with convenience, and I always think that humans will always gravitate towards convenience. That's why I'm with Stadia. I don't know. It could be a good or a bad thing. We'll find out if we end up like Wall-E, like all the humans in Wall-E. I was actually planning on doing just that. I was going to chop up that last night's, and post up the whole story, but condense into around 2 or 3 minutes. So the problem with, okay, this is why I say 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, I did the research. So you want 8 to 10 minutes, and I know it sounds long, but people can manage 8 to 10 minutes. The problem with anything under 5 minutes is that even though your channel is not monetized right now, when you become monetized, those videos aren't gonna earn you as much. And so that's how I understand it, and that's how I look at it. Plus, I kind of like 8 to 10 minutes. But if you're not, if that feels kind of like, if that feels kind of like sleazy, trying to make a 10-minute video when it doesn't require to be a 10-minute video, if that's kind of how you see it, then don't do it. But the way the YouTube algorithm works, videos under 8 minutes, I think you can only put 1 or 2 ads on it. When you go between 8 to 8 minutes or longer, you can add a middle ad, and so that gives you 3, and YouTube promotes it more because YouTube wants more ads in the videos. So it's not that if you make it 5-minute video, people are gonna watch it more because it's shorter. It's that if you make an 8 to 10-minute video, YouTube is gonna promote it more because it's more profitable to them. They keep people in it longer. And then it gets to a point where it's too long, and people won't watch. Does that make sense? So I recommend 8 to 10 minutes. Obviously, not every video is going to be 8 to 10 minutes. I got videos on there that are, obviously I got a couple of shorts. But yeah, I got videos in there that are, I think this is why Stadia's awesome video was 2 minutes. I forget already. Hold on. 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, something like that. So there's some videos that you know how they look in your head, you produce them, and then that's how you like them, whether it's 1 minute or 10 minutes or an hour. And there's other videos you can kind of mess with, you know what I mean? I don't even know where I put that video anymore. Let's see. How long ago did I make that video? You know what's weird? Sometimes it doesn't show me some of my own videos. Like when I go to my page, if I use another account, it'll show. But oh, there it is. Okay, 2 minutes. So it's okay. That's where it's the length that I wanted it to be. The problem is I can probably put 1 ad on it, I enjoyed your Windbound epic fail. We hit you very much. It was a whole story condensed into less than 1 minute. Yeah, yeah, that's funny. So that's what I do. So I do clips, like when I play with Ray, when I record some gameplay, and then if something interesting happens, but it's kind of short, then I just do a short with it. I don't have that many of them, but it's a great advice. Thank you. And apologies for the cursing when you're in fight or flight mode. Yeah, yeah, no worries. You should watch my Spanish. If you understand Spanish, or at least the curse words in Spanish, you should watch my Assassin's Creed 3 stream from yesterday. Oh my god, I was cursing out the world, man. I feel more comfortable cursing in Spanish because, which is funny because I don't curse on camera because I don't want my daughters watching me curse. But then I only speak Spanish to them and I curse in the Spanish channel, which I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. That's weird. Uh, my wife speaks, understands Spanish, so I'll get her to translate for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have her go towards the very end. I almost broke my like you. I was like, like literally like that yesterday. I woke up my wife a couple times. She just kept looking over and like, give me a stink face, give me a stink eye. But oh, that game was so frustrating yesterday. Ugh. But yeah, I was. You can hear me say a couple of, "Ay, pinche cabrón." Yeah, check that out. All right, man. So congratulations on today's stream, bro. I do recommend you do that. You can chop it up. Try to get it between 8 and 10 minutes, and then you can test it out. Maybe you can do another one that's like 3 or 4 minutes, and you can do another one that's like 5 to 8 minutes, and see how people respond. Kind of like change. Well, you're a data guy, right? So try to change maybe one or two variables and see what happens. I've noticed that more people watch my PUBG videos than they do my Fortnite videos, even though Fortnite is way more popular. But maybe because people on Stadia don't have Fortnite, so therefore they're not interested in it, so they end up watching the PUBG videos. Yeah, it's one of those things, man. It's like data, bro. I love it. I'm sure that's why you got your job. I hope you enjoy your job because you definitely learn a lot from it. A lot of real world skills can be earned from your type of work. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow. It's Thursday. I might. Oh, actually, I'm gonna be on Stadia Dosage News podcast tomorrow for their podcast, and then I might stream after Purple Haze's podcast so that I can stream Spanish content on my Spanish channel at night. Because nobody's watching it right now, so it's better if I do that at night. Some stream primo ad things for such. Yeah, for the kind of advice. No worries, man. No worries. It's just the things that I kind of been picking up. Obviously, I'm still a small channel, but every little bit counts to to get ahead of the game. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Pop Bear Gaming, nice work today on your stream, and I hopefully it keeps going that way for you. You definitely deserve it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.